Perfect. Perfect.
All right, everybody, what's going on, man? How y'all doing on this Friday? Welcome back to another edition of SWAC Talk, the show we cover the SWAC inside and out. Of course, I'm your tour guide around the SWAC Seawell's coming at you, and we are in the semifinals, man. We have two spots punched out for the championship games on Saturday. So still a lot of chaos, man. Still a lot of chaos, but it's chaos in a good way. A lot of great individual performances taking place today. And, just this is what a tournament is about, man. Teams get hot and teams find a way to make things happen. And some people win a game and then they fall off. Hey, let's go ahead and get started, man. Hit those socials. Facebook is SWAC Talk, Instagram, SWAC Talk, Twitter, SWAC Talk 76. Like the video, share them. Make sure you subscribe, man. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscription button and hit that notification bell to be alerted to when videos drop on an odd time like these here. Because if you're new, I do my videos usually on Wednesday and Sunday. So having videos drop on Friday and Thursday is kind of different. So hit that notification bell and you can get that video when it drops. So man, let's hey, we're gonna go ahead and jump first semifinal, and that would be Arkansas Pine Bluff continues. They continue to make their improbable run. Now, one thing I will say, if you just look at the record of this team, or you look at their seeding, you're gonna be like, this is crazy. But this was a team that was very talented, man. They got size. They're shooting better this season. They play physical and they rebound. So doing those things will always give you an opportunity to be successful in a tournament. And they came out and they took care of business in this game against Alabama State. Alabama State, they didn't lay down. They didn't lay down. They fought hard. And this game was basically a 1-point game at the half. So 36-35. But Pine Bluff had a huge fourth quarter to ultimately win this game by 5. So they put together a big fourth quarter and got the victory there, holding Alabama State to 10 points in the fourth quarter. And when you do that, you play sound defense and you make the plays when you need to make them, you're gonna win. You're gonna win more games than you lose. So this was just a really good game, man. Both teams, fought hard, and this was one of those you just do what you do, and if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But Pine Bluff was led by Kariah Beck with 16 points and 5 rebounds. She had 4 assists as well, and 1 steal, shooting 5 of 9 from the field, 3 or 4 from the 3-point line, and 3 or 4 from the free throw line. Maya Pete had a big game today. She chipped in 16 points to tie for the team lead. So when you get a player like that doesn't typically score a lot of points, gets in double figures, then that bodes well for you. She didn't have her normal rebounding game. She finished with 5 boards in this game, but she did have 2 blocks and 1 steal and 1 assist. She was 5 of 12 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, and 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Demetria Shepard had 13 points as well to go with 3 rebounds and 2 assists on the night and 2 steals. She was 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, and 5 of 6 from the line. Not a lot of scoring from Pine Bluff. Their bench didn't really scored very many. Well, the bench chipped in 22 points. When you get 13 from one person and 9 from Davenport, those were the only people that scored. They didn't play a lot of people off the bench anyway, so they were able to get it done with what they had. They ended up with 31 rebounds on the night, 19 fouls, 17 assists, 20 turnovers, 7 blocks, and 6 steals. They would go on to shoot 47% from the field on the night, 22 of 46. They were 6 of 14 in the first quarter for 42%, 7 of 12 from the in the second quarter for 58%, 3 of 11 in the third quarter for 27%, and 6 of 9 for 66% in the fourth quarter. They shot 6 of 10 for 60% from the 3-point line. That's a, they didn't take a lot of threes, but they made more than half of them, and that's a good sign for a team like this. They were 1 for 1 in the first quarter, 3 of 4 for 75% in the second quarter, 0 for 3 in the third quarter, and 2 of 2 for 100% in the fourth quarter when it counted. And they also shot 84% from the free throw line, 21 of 25. You can't ask for much more than that. That's really a really good game all around. You shot well from the field. You shot well from the 3-point line. You won the rebounding battle, as we'll get to in a minute. They did everything that you want a team to do to win a game. So they, it's no surprise they won. Bama State still had a really good game. Yana Emanuel had 27 points in this game. She bounced back from a 6-point performance in the first game to score 27 to go with 5 assists on the night and 4 steals, 7 of 15 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, and 11 of 11 from the line. Jayla Crawford also had 17, and those were the only 2 Hornets in double figures. Crawford was 5 of 14 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, and 4 of 4 from the line. She had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Other than that, they did not get any production from their bench. They got 2 points off their bench, and that's gonna hurt you in any game you play. Ward and Harris both had 9 points as well. Harris had 5 rebounds to lead the team, and they finished with 25 rebounds. So Pine Bluff out rebounded them by 6, 18 fouls, 13 assists, 18 turnovers, 5 blocks, and 12 steals. So they did do a good job of getting steals, but they just, they just did not really do any work on the rebounding battle, and the bench was kind of a letdown. But, your star player showed up. You needed a couple role players to chip in a point here or there, and you find yourself in a better position. The Hornets shot 38% from the field, 21 of 54. They were 7 of 14 in the first quarter for 50%, 3 of 11 in the second quarter for 27%, 7 of 13 in the third quarter for 53%, and 4 of 6 in the fourth quarter, 4 of 16 in the fourth quarter for 25%. So you can see their shooting went way down in the fourth quarter, and their 3-point shooting went down every quarter. They shot 22 of 4 in the first quarter for 50%, 2 of 5 in the second quarter for 40%, 1 of 3 in the third quarter for 33%, and 0 for 4 in the fourth quarter. So their 3-point shooting just went completely down. 5 of 16 on the afternoon, 31% from 3. They shot 90% from the free throw line. So this was a very good free throw shooting game, man. Both teams combined to miss 6 free throws. So you can't beat that. 19 of 21 for Alabama State, 90%. I love to see that. But this was just, Pine Bluff's hot. They are playing spirited basketball, and they are doing what a lower seed needs to do. And I think they're going to be a dangerous opponent for whoever makes the championship from the other side. That game will be on Saturday at 1 p.m. So Pine Bluff, they punched their ticket, man. They knocked off the 2 seed and the 3 seed, and now they're going to play either the 1 seed or the 4 seed. And they are looking pretty good, man. So salute to Pine Bluff, and salute to Yana Emanuel, man. Over 2,000 career points. So she wraps up a very, very productive career at Alabama State. That's a name that I wish a lot more people had got some shine on. But she's a scorer, and she's one of my favorite SWAC players. So it's a shame to see her wrap up her career like this, but went out, guns blazing. So you can't ask for much more than that. Oh my! In the unlikely semifinal, we had the 8 seed against the 5 seed, and this game really turned out to be it turned out to be a interesting game to a degree. Texas Southern continues to make their run, man. They are playing really good basketball right now. They playing when it counts. Like we all say, this team is built for March, and it's March, so they are doing what they normally do. They defeated Alabama and them 74-61. This A&M did not. In second half, Texas Southern exploded, mainly due to PJ Henry. That guy's a dog, man. He's a dog. He finished with 26 points on the night, 24 in the second half. So he went ham in the second half, and that was the difference in this game. A&M just had no answer for him, and he was making a barrage of shots. That's a good word. I love that word, barrage. He was making a barrage of shots, man. Step back threes, floaters, leaners, runners, layups, spot up threes, just going. He did work, man. And this, when you say big time players make plays in big moments, this is what you mean, man. These guys, you need your guy. He had 2 points at the half, and you need him. And he stepped up, and that's what your big dogs need to do. They need to come out and eat. They don't defer. They don't wait for something to happen. Now, you might first wait for the Florida game, but when you know you need to take over or at least step up, that's what a big dog does, and that's what PJ Henry did. He stepped up, and he did his job. Now, Barnes also had a good game as well for Texas Southern. He finished with 20 points as well, so they got to get 46 points from two guys, and that's gonna carry you a long way as long as your other guys kind of hold their own. They were the only two scorers in double figures on the night for Texas Southern. Barnes also had 10 rebounds, so he had a double on the night. As Texas Southern was able to hold their own on the boards. They did lose the rebounding battle, 37-33, but A&M's a tall team. They have a lot of size, so the odds of you out rebounding them is gonna be slim. But Texas Southern they played really solid defense. They took away a lot of options from A&M, forced them to make some bad entry passes into the post, and forced them to take shots that they weren't comfortable with. Now, A&M is a team that can knock down a lot of threes. They only made 6 in this game. They shot 26% from 3 in this game compared to whatever they shot last night. But Texas Southern just made them uncomfortable. They took a lot of bad shots, man. Rush shots, forced shots, tough shots. And that was the difference in the second half, that Texas Southern was able to build a lead, man, and they just kept their foot on the gas, and A&M just they faded. You can say that it's not a good, that it was a disadvantage to play last night and then turn around and play at 2:00, which I really think the tournament should be the women's games on one day, first round, the men's games the next day on vice versa, whatever, on one day, and then you play the women's semifinals in the afternoon and the men's semifinals in the evening. And, that way everybody gets some kind of, rest. But that, to me, that didn't really impact this game. Now, the people on TV said it did, and it may have to an extent, but Texas Southern is playing really good basketball, and they just, Coach Jones knows how to get what he needs out of his guys. So Texas Southern, like I said, they shot 42% from the field, 31% from 3, and 75% from the free throw line. They finished the night with 33 rebounds. They had 10 assists, 8 steals, 4 blocks. They committed 11 turnovers and they had 22 fouls. Henry and Barnes each had over 20 points. A&M was led in scoring by Downey off the bench with 15. He was 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line. None of their starters scored in double figures. So they just, they just did not look good tonight. You got your starters really did not give you a lot, man. Nobody really had a lot of rebounds. You got 7 assists from your starters out of the 10 assists that you had as a team. You got 4 of your 6 steals from your starters and 1 of your 3 blocks from your starters. And 10 turnovers of your 16 came from your starters. So this, like I said, this was just, not 10, 7. 7 of your 16 turnovers came from your starters. This was just not a solid game for the Bulldogs, man. Not a lot to take away from it. Not a lot to, talk about. 34% from the field for them, 26% from 3. And that's under their average. They shoot about 39% as a team. So you're looking at a team that did not shoot well in this game. And when you're a team that relies on jump shooting, sometimes that can backfire on you. But they do have inside guys, but Texas Southern was able to just make everybody uncomfortable. And A&M just could not find a way to get it done in this game. So they bow out. Texas Southern, as the 8th seed, advances to the championship, where they await the winner of Grambling and Jackson State. That game is tomorrow at 4:30. ESPN Plus and ESPNU simulcast, I believe, so you can catch that game any way you want. Texas Southern has a great chance of winning this tournament, man. So, that doesn't look good on paper for the conference, but honestly, Texas Southern was one of the better teams going into the season. They just were snake bit for a long time and took a while to get going. In the championship, 8th seed from the men in the championship, SWAC chaos. You gotta love it. And we'll see what happens in these next 2 semifinals. Southern and Grambling, they tip off at 5:30 on the women's side, playing for the right to play Pine Bluff. And then tonight at 8:30, Grambling and Jackson State face off with the opportunity to play Texas Southern tomorrow in the championship. So that's gonna do it for the show right now. We'll be back tonight after the second session of games wraps up, and we'll recap those 2 games, and then I'll share some brief thoughts on the championship games that are taking place on Saturday. So I'm the tour guide, C. Wells, and I'm signing on up out of here, man. I'll catch y'all a little bit later, and y'all enjoy y'all Friday, and make sure y'all watch these games. If you're in the area, man, get out there and catch one of these games. Tickets $15. So get out there and check these games out, man, and hopefully, we can have some good action and good spirited crowd there. So I'll catch y'all later on tonight, and y'all take it easy. Peace.